And it's senior night. Mm-hmm. No? Unless they cancel Thursday. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome everyone out here to Greenbrier Lady Softball Field. Today's doubleheader conference game is between the Mountain Home Lady Bombers and your Greenbrier Lady Panthers. The starting lineup for the Mountain Home Lady Bombers. At left field, number 9, Miss Olivia Crabb. At center field, number 4, Miss Katie Kemp. In the DP position, number 11, Miss Kylie Horn. At pitcher, number 10, Miss Emma Crabb. At third base, number 24, Miss Lakin Anderson. At second base, number 19, Miss Mallory Drury. At first base, number 16, Miss Daylin Harper. At shortstop, number 7, Miss Brooklyn Arms. And right field, number 5, Miss Carly Drury. And at catcher in the flex position, number 15, Miss Abby Green. The head coach is Blake Hendricks. Assistant coaches, Shelby Henry, Tess Temple, and Hope House. Now, the starting lineup for your Greenbrier Lady Panthers. At shortstop, number 17, Miss Sophie Schreiber. At center field, number 4, Miss Allie Colias. In the DP position, number 13, Miss Ella Thornley. At pitcher, number 20, Miss Shelby Hardy. At first base, number 15, Miss Carly Hughes. At right field, number 3, Miss Krista Colias. At left field, number 10, Miss Oakley Cottle. At catcher, number 6, Miss Cassie Saunders. On third base, number 5, Miss Hallie Parker. And then the DP position, or flex position, on second base, number 2, Miss Mackenzie Jackson. The head coach, Brian Butler. Assistant coaches, the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You prefer this closed, or does it matter? It doesn't matter.
Good luck, ladies.
Well, good afternoon, Bomber Nation. We welcome you to Lady Bomber Softball. Just down the road, Greenbrier, Arkansas, about a 2-hour and 10-minute drive from Bomber playing out front in Mountain Home High School. Glad you're with us this afternoon. This is an important game as Mountain Home is fighting for their life in the 5A West. They are currently 4-6 in 5A West Conference play. The Greenbrier Lady Panthers, their opponent this afternoon, are 5-5 and currently occupy 5th place. They are a game behind Russellville, who's in 4th place. Russellville taking on Harrison tonight. Harrison the heavy favorite in that one, but high school athletics are unexpected at times. So Lady Bombers will bat first. We'll go down the lineup for them. Will be Olivia Crabb, Katie Camp, Kylie Horn, Emma Crabb, Lakin Anderson, Mallory Drury, Dalen Harper, Brooklyn Arms, Carly Drury, and Abby Green. She will not be hitting, but she will be the catcher this afternoon. Glad you're with us here
Now leading off at the top of the first
from
inning,
Panther Field.
Number 9 is Olivia Crabb.
And Olivia Crabb's going to get things started here for Mountain Home. We're going to have both games of the doubleheader for you this afternoon. As they will take on senior Shelby Hardy, the pitcher for this Greenbrier Panther Ball Club, as this first pitch is fouled over to the right side out of play. So it's 0-1 to start things off. The 0-1 pitch, high fly ball into center field. Alex Coleus under this one, and that's the first out. So 2 pitches, and Olivia Crabb is out.
Next up, number 4 is Katie Camp.
And that'll bring up Katie Camp, Lady Bombers center fielder. Corner infielders playing in. Everybody else straight up and straight along in the outfield as Katie Camp looks at a ball. 1-0. And of course, this game moved from Tuesday to today. The potential of heavy rain all across the state of Arkansas as this is grounded over to the shortstop Schreiber, excuse me. And that's the second out of the inning. Score that 6-3. That'll bring up Kylie Horn.
Next up, number 11 is Kylie Horn.
Kylie Horn will stand in. She is the DP. She will bat third in this one. Hardy's ready. First pitch to Horn is a ball, 1-0. So 0-1 the count. Hardy checks the signal from her wristband. Next pitch is a ball, 2-0. So 2-0 the count. The next pitch from Hardy is a ball or strike, 2-1. Dimensions here at Panther Field, a little shorter in the corners than it is back at Freedom Field and Mountain Home. 190 down the lines, 205 in the alleys, and 210 to dead center. The next pitch, that one is down low, 3-1. Kylie Horn, a junior for this Lady Bomber bunch. Line in the pitch, swung on and missed, fouled away. Actually, she didn't miss it, it was fouled. And the count's full. Coach Blake Hendricks in the third base coach's box. Coach Shelby Henry over at first base. And 3-2 pitch, and it's a walk. So Kylie Horn's on base with 2 on in the inning. That'll bring up the Lady Bomber pitcher, Emma Crabb. So a walk with 2 gone, puts a base runner on. And puts Kylie Horn over at first base. First pitch to Crabb, as taking off is Horn for second base, and she's in there. Job by Saunders to block that one, but Horn still ends up at second base. Coach Blake Hendricks did mention before the game when I talked to him, as that pitch is a ball. It gets to the backstop, and Horn's going to take third base. So now the Lady Bombers have a runner over at third with 2 gone. Talked to Blake Hendricks. He said if they can keep it clean, they'll like their chances in this doubleheader this afternoon. Limit the errors, limit the walks, limit the hit by pitches, and just play a tidy game. And we'll see what happens from there, as this one is 3-0. And so glad you're with us this afternoon. Of course, Bomber baseball taking place about 3/4 of a mile down the road at their baseball facility. That's a big game over there. The 3-0 is in there for a strike, 3-1. Of course, Bomber soccer over in Russellville, also in Central Arkansas. Everything got moved from Tuesday to today because of the potential for the heavy rains across the state tomorrow. And here comes the 3-1 to Crab as this one's fouled away back to the screen, and the count's full. So Kylie Horn standing over at third base with a full count to Emma Crab. And the 3-2. Foul, it's over to the left side. This one will stay in, but nobody got to it. And we'll do it again. Shelby Hardy already at 16 pitches in this first half inning. The 3-2, this one's fouled away. So on 3-2 again to the Three Rivers commit, Emma Crab. Her and her sister both committed. And the pitch grounded up the middle, a base hit. That will drive it a run, and Emma Crab with a 2-out RBI single gives the Lady Bombers the early lead. So Kylie Horn comes in to score on the single from Emma Crab, and that'll bring up the Lady Bomber third baseman, Lakin Anderson. Say on his card. Puckett. Yep, like Kirby Puckett.
Now to the plate, number 24, Miss Lakin Anderson. First base, number 27.
As Puckett is in over at first base. As the count is now 2-0. So Hardy having to labor here early on. And the next pitch is a ball, 3-0. Next pitch she sees is in there for a strike, 3-1. Lady Bombers coming into this one 11-10. Line in the pitch, foul away down the line. Now the count's full. 23 pitches so far for Hardy in this one. So another full count to Lakin Anderson. A booming home run the other day against Paragould. 2 on the season. This one's fouled away. So another 3-2 to Anderson, fouls this one away. So Puckett standing over at first base. 1 run across already in this half inning. Next one, and that is called strike 3. So Lady Bombers get 1 across here in the top of the first inning. We will head to the bottom of the first. Here come the Greenbrier Lady Panthers. Now here's this message from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Mountain Home High School students in the East program keep their community connected. Here's member Audrey Yunt with more about Bomber Sports Network.
If you have an interest in live streaming, sports, or just want to try something new, BSN's a really great opportunity for that. It really puts you into the action.
For everybody who's not able to attend the games, it's really nice to be able to watch live or after the fact to stay connected to what's happening at the games.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School's Navy Junior ROTC advisor, Chief Williams, speaks about Navy Junior ROTC.
Navy Junior ROTC is a citizenship development program where we help teach high schoolers personal responsibility, self-discipline, how to be a good custodian to the community that they're part of, how to give back to the community. And we do it based on military training, but it's not a recruitment tool for the military.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School's FBLA member, Lily Foster, speaks on how FBLA is about more than just business.
My big thing is that I wish it was more emphasized that FBLA isn't.
Well, back here in Greenbrier, ready to get things rolling here in the bottom of the first. Lady Bombers did push a run across. As Emma Crabb will be in the circle today for Mountain Home. The Three Rivers commit. She'll begin her collegiate career here in a couple months as that pitch swung on and missed. Hardy cut on that one, and it's 0-1. Sophie Schreiber will come to the plate, the shortstop for this Lady Panther bunch. As this one is sent over behind second base, Brooklyn Arms is there to make the catch, and there's one gone. And that'll bring up Allie Coleus, the center fielder, one of 2 Coleuses on this roster. The one playing in right field, as his first pitch is fouled away, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Catches the outside part of the plate, 0-2. As this one is fouled away. Ella Thornley on deck, the designated player for the Panthers. And then Shelby Hardy after that. The 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. And glad you're with us here this afternoon as this next pitch is a ball, 2-2. Now it's 3-2. So climbing out of a hole, it was 0-2. Now it's 3-2. She's fought all the way back, and the count's full. And the 3-2 grounded back up the middle. This will be a base hit. So Allie Coleus is on base with a single. So now she's standing over at first base. And I'm going to bring up Ella Thornley, the designated player. So Coleus now at first base. Line in the pitch, swung on and missed. 0-1. Crab ready once again. Swung on and missed again, 0-2. Good break on that one. Coleus over at first base, Thornley at the plate. Line in the pitch, outside, 1-2. Crab working quickly. Blake Hendricks did mention when I talked to him pregame that they can limit the walks, limit the hit by pitches. Lady Bombers will be in business. And the pitch fouled away. Runner over at first, one gone here in the first. Lady Bombers with a 1-0 lead, the 1-2. Swung on and missed, a strikeout. The second strikeout of the ball game, and there's 2 gone. And that'll bring up Shelby Hardy, the Greenbrier pitcher. So Hardy will come to the plate. As that's a strike, 0-1. Runner over at first, the 0-1. Swung on and missed, a strikeout. A strikeout, strike 2. The next one up high, 1-2. Next one, that's a strikeout. 3 strikeouts in the inning. And Greenbrier leaves a runner on. Played a full inning. Lady Bombers lead this one 1-0. As we'll head to the top of the second. Again, first game of 2 this afternoon. Didn't go over the defensive alignment for Mountain Home. Real quick, we'll go over that. Abby Green doing the catching. Emma Crabb pitching today. And from left to right in the infield, Lakin Anderson at third, Brooklyn Arms at short, Mallory Drury at second, Day-Day Harper over at first, Olivia Crabb in left, Katie Camp at center, and Carly Drury in right. That is the defensive alignment today for the Lady Bombers as we head to the top of the second inning. 1-0 our score here. Mountain Home coming into this one 4-6 in conference play. A game behind this Greenbrier Panther squad. And this Panther squad is currently sitting in 5th. A game behind Russellville, who Mountain Home swept 2 weeks ago. So those of you wanting to take a peek at how Lady Bomber soccer is doing, our friends over in Russellville Cyclone Booth on YouTube will have both of the varsity games for you. It should be just underway. See if we can't find an update for you here in the next few moments. As Mallory Drury will come to the plate. Be Mallory Drury, Harper, and Brooklyn Arms due up in this half inning. So we do have an update. Goodness me, they've played 12 minutes. It's already 4-0 Russellville. So the Lady Bombers with a deficit early, as this is a strike, swung on and missed. 0-1. So they're going to play the varsity girls game and then the JV boys and then the varsity boys after that. So that'll take place about 7 o'clock. Well, that's your Lady Bombers soccer update, as this next pitch is a ball, 1-1. Bomber baseball taking place about a quarter mile down the road, if that. That is not being live streamed, but Kurt Drury, one of our great parents, is live streaming this one. This is lined over to the shortstop, Schreiber. She makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. So Day Harper will come to the plate. Dalen Harper, whichever you prefer. Of course, two-sport athlete. A three-sport athlete, excuse me. Played volleyball, basketball, and now softball. One of the handful of freshmen playing on this Lady Bomber ball club, as this one swung on and missed on the first pitch. 0-1. Shelby Hardy's 30th pitch of the game so far. Of course, pitch count doesn't matter in softball. They can pitch as many as they want. They don't have to rest. There's a more natural movement throwing underhand like that, as opposed to a pitcher in baseball. So pitch number 31 is fouled away. 0-2. Base is empty, one gone here in the top of the second. Glad you're with us here this afternoon. And the pitch, line drive into left field. That goes down for a base hit in front of Cottle. And Dalen Harper is on with a one-out single. And that'll bring up Brooklyn Arms. Recently committed to Williams Baptist to continue her softball career. Verbally committed, she's only a junior. As the excellent athletic director for Greenbrier Public Schools has entered the building now. Hopefully we don't get any. We're going to try not to get you any phone calls about us. So. So 0-1 here to Brooklyn Arms. And the next pitch down low for a ball, 1-1. So it is also senior night here in Greenbrier. They'll have that ceremony in between games. So, oh, the 1-1 popped up behind us. This one will get out of play. Drops right in front of us here. Hopefully it dodged the lovely senior night display that they have below us here. So it's 1-2 now to Brooklyn Arms with a runner standing at first, Dalen Harper. Pitch 36 to her is all over to the right side. This one will just get out of play. So the wind blowing out to right field as see the American flag over in center field. So Hardy returns to the circle with the 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line, foul. And the 1-2 to Arms, grounded to the left side. Over to second base for one, on to first. They're not able to get the lead runner. Good play by Parker over at third base, but they get the lead runner, and that's it. So it'll go down as a fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Carly Drury. So Harper is out on the base pass, but Arms is now at first base with the fielder's choice, and Carly Drury will come to the plate with two gone here in the second. Well, the first pitch she sees bounces in there. Arms will advance to second base, turns and looks at third base, but she'll go no further as it's 1-0. So we have, this is Breaking news out of the NFL, the Packers are finally trading Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. Wow. They've sent 4 picks and a conventional, as this one's a ball 2-0, a conditional second-round pick as well, so 5 picks for 38-year-old Aaron Rodgers. That is breaking news, as it's 2-0. That is 2-0 down the left field line. This is picked up by Parker over to first, and she is out over at first base. So the Lady Bombers able to get a runner on, but they'll get no further as they'll strand one. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 in favor of Greenbrier. Now here's this from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Mountain Home Education Foundation Director Jennifer Crawford speaks about how you can honor an individual Hall of Honor recipient.
Wings magazine comes out in the fall. It comes out right before homecoming and features our honorees. And within that magazine, there is an envelope sewn in there in the middle. So you can actually take that out and you can send a gift to the foundation in honor of those folks, and we will send them a recognition, let them know. And it feels really good to those honorees.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School students in the East program keep their community connected. Here's member Audrey Yunt with more about Bomber Sports Network.
If you have an interest in live streaming, sports, or just want to try something new, BSN's a really great opportunity for that. It really puts you into the action.
For everybody who's not able to attend the games, it's really nice to be able to watch live or after the fact to stay connected to what's happening at the games.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School's Navy Junior ROTC advisor, Chief Williams, speaks about Navy Junior ROTC.
Navy Junior ROTC is a citizenship development program where we help teach.
Now back here in Greenbrier as leadoff hitter is on Carly Hughes. As this one is down the line, they'll tag her out, on down to second, put down the tag, and it's a double play. Or no, they called her safe at second, excuse me. So Hughes is safe over at second. So that was the second Coleus that was tagged out. Now it's Saunders. As this one's a strike, 0-1. Or it's not, it's 10. Yeah, Saunders is on deck. Yeah, you know your kids better than I do, so. So this is Cottle now. As it's 1-1. So 1-0 Mountain Home. Both sides with 2 hits. And the next pitch is a strike. 2-2. Next pitch. Foul away. Apologize, I'm writing stuff down. So, whatever reason, known only to me, I wrote down half of the scorecard and only the first 5 spots, but nothing after that. As this one swung on and missed, a strikeout. Her 4th strikeout of the game for Crabb. And then this will bring up Cassie Saunders. So into right field, a base hit, rounding third, heading for home is Carly Hughes, and the ball game is tied 1-1. So a 2-out double for Cassie Saunders ties the ball game for Greenbrier. Carly Hughes is in to score, and this will bring up the third baseman. This is Hallie Parker. Leah Smith, courtesy running over at second base. And this pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. And game 1 of 2 this afternoon. Very pivotal matchup for both teams. This next pitch is up high for a ball, 1-1. So Greenbrier has tied the ball game. And the next pitch from Crabb. Swung on and missed. Good cut at that one. And it's 1-2. This one is swung on and missed. A strikeout. That is strikeout number 5 for Emma Crabb. But a run is across. We will head to the the top of the 3rd inning. Greenbrier's tied the game. It is 1-1. So again, let's get you a Lady Bombers soccer update. Let's see, oh my goodness, it is 6-0 Russellville now with 18 minutes to go in the first half. So again, that one got moved back. That one was supposed to be played tomorrow. I got moved back to today along with baseball and softball. Due to the impending weather that is going to go through the mainly central part of the state tomorrow. It's supposed to be fairly clear up in Mountain Home. Supposed to go through here and then swing up through northeast Arkansas. It's supposed to be just a torrential downpour, it seems like. After talking with the National Weather Service this morning. Those of you interested in watching that, you can find Bomber soccer games on Cyclone Booth on YouTube. Appreciate our friends over there streaming those games. They will have the girls game going on right now, then the JV boys game. They will not show that, I don't believe, and then they'll have the varsity boys game. That will take place about 7 o'clock. So Olivia Crabb will lead things off here in the top of the 3rd. Greenbrier has tied the ball game. Of course, looking at conference scores for Greenbrier, they are 5-5, but they can light up the scoreboard. First pitch to Crabb, bounce back to Hardy. Hardy lets it go, throw down to first, throw it over her head. Crabb is in safely at first base. She'll go no further. See what they call that. You guys calling that a hit or what? Looked like she was going to be safe, but that's just me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I would call it a hit if your scoreboard, it wasn't clearly visible in there also. So it's going to be an error. So Crabb is on for the first time today as Katie Camp will come to the plate now. So it's going to be an E5. First pitch to Camp, lays down the bunt. Good bunt right in front of home plate. Advances the runner. She is out by a step. Throw deck down to second. Safe. Crab was almost caught napping. And that's the first out of the inning. So it's a sacrifice for Katie Camp as it advances Crab to second base. Kylie Horn will come to the plate. Got on with a walk her first time up. First pitch she sees is a ball, 1-0. Hardy back to work for the third inning of this one. This will be pitch number 45 coming up here, and this one is down low, running and heading to third is Crab, and she'll be in without a throw as it's 2-0 now. Let's see. 2-0 now. Line in the pitch, fouled away, 2-1. So Crab standing over at third. So 2-1 the count now. Hardy to Horn. The pitch swung on, missed. Good cut by Horn. Like that might have been ball 3 if she let it go, but so it's 2-2 now to the Lady Bomber designated player. Line in the pitch, fouled away. Of course, Horn did reach base her first time up with a walk. And she scampered over to second, was brought in on the single by the young lady on deck, Emma Crab. Of course, Kylie Horn, a junior for this Lady Bomber bunch. The wind in, the pitch, the 2-2 is in the dirt, and the count's full. Crab staying put over at third base. Outfield playing straight up, infield playing straight up. First baseman playing in, and they're holding the runner over at third. And the 3-2, this one is popped up to the right side, and this will get out of play, hit off the face of the dugout. And we'll do it again. That was pitch number 50 for Hardy. A runner over at third, full count for Kylie Horn. So the 3-2, this one's grounded to the right side. This will go foul. Was pitch number 10 of this at-bat. So Crab over at third. Horn at the plate, facing a 3-2. Here's the pitch. This one is fouled away. Kylie Horn doing a good job to stay alive in this one. This will be pitch number 12 of this at-bat. Line to the pitch as she looks at called strike 3. Caught the inside part of the plate, and Horn is sent down on strikes. And that'll bring up Emma Crab, the Three Rivers commit and the pitcher today for Mountain Home. See if she can try and drive home her sister, who is also a commit to Three Rivers. First pitch she sees is outside, 1-0. Of course, the Greenbrier's conference record's not indicative of how good of a softball team they are. They are 5-5, but they have lit up the scoreboard in conference play. As this one swung on and missed, 1-1. I believe the last game they played, I believe it was Harrison here. They lost they lost, but it was 16-14. This Greenbrier Ball Club is still very good. And the pitch, 2-1. As this one's lined into left field, a base hit. Emma Crabb is on for the second time today. She'll drive home her sister. Running and charging, standing up at second base, and it's a double for Emma Crabb. So Emma drives in her sister Olivia, and it's 2-1 Mountain Home. And Kinley Puckett will come in to be the courtesy runner. So again, yes, this is a important game for both sides. Of course, first pitch fouled away, 0-1. Some very interesting scores. You know, Greenbrier's softball team, they split with Russellville. They lost 12-7 and then won the next game 23-14. They also defeated Siloam Springs 14-2 and 12-5, and Harrison split with them, lost 12-2 and 16-14. So the 0-1 pitch. This one is popped up to the right side. Right field can't see it. It goes over her head. Rounding third, heading for home is Emma Puckett. And heading for third is Lakin Anderson with a triple. So a run-scoring triple for Anderson makes it 3-1 Mountain Home. And that'll bring up Mallory Drury now. She flew out to the shortstop on a hard hit. Actually, it wasn't a fly out. It was hard hit on a line, but it was right to the shortstop. It'll be Dalen Harper and Brooklyn Arms after her. And the pitch. This one's in the dirt. Good job by Saunders to block that one. And it's 1-0. So the 1-0 pitch to Drury. This one is slapped into right field, but right to the right fielder, Krista Colias, and she makes the third out of the inning. But up before 2 runs score in the top of the third inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It is 3-1 Mountain Home. 3-1 our score. Here's this from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Mountain Home High School FFA advisor and Mountain Home grad Josh Baker shares how FFA was a part of his life long before he became a teacher.
So I started in ag class in 8th grade with Miss Jackie Albright. She was my first ag teacher. And then I continued my FFA career on into high school where I had Roger Steele. We actually worked together for 2 years before he retired. I'm a native of Mountain Home and came up through the school system and feel blessed to have been a part of it.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School's Teacher of the Year, Dora Norcross, speaks about receiving that recognition.
The biggest thing I took away from being Teacher of the Year was just what an honor, because these were my peers who I think are amazing that voted for me. I feel very humbled by that.
She was also joined by the first person to congratulate her for Teacher of the Year, former student Ryder McLean, who shares why the award is so deserved.
The way she works with kids, she's like a mom at the same time.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers.
So back here in Greenbrier, Sophie Schreiber will lead things off, showing bunt already. Now she pulls it back, and this one swung on and missed. 0-1. Okay, glad you're with us here this afternoon on the Bomber Sports Network. We'll have both games of this for you. The 0-1 is slapped down the left side. Lakin Anderson on to first. Good stretch over first. They weren't able to get her. As Harper's foot came off the bag. As it'll be an infield hit for Sophie Schreiber. So she's on with a leadoff single. As Allie Colias will stand in now. as this one's hit over to the right side. This is picked up by Carly Drury, makes the play, and there's one out of the inning. Ella Thornley will stand in. Struck out her last time up. The Greenbrier designated player. First pitch to her, fouled away, 0-1. And really appreciative of all the folks in Greenbrier letting us sit up in their very spacious press box up here. One of the nicer press boxes we've been in for any sport, let alone baseball. The 0-1. This one's down low, 1-0. Features an umpire changing room, Ethernet, a bathroom, and a coach's office. And the next pitch. This one is in there for a strike, 1-2. To Ella Thornley. Shelby Hardy, the Greenbrier pitcher, is on deck. Grab ready with the 1-2. This one's fouled away. Grab, taking her time, gets the sign and the pitch. This one's up high, 2-2. Outfield playing straight up. Drury and Arms playing at the cut of the grass in the middle infield. And the pitch. This one caught it by Anderson at third. Throw down to first. Back in safely. Closer play than it probably should have been, but it's a fly out by Ella Thornley. And that'll bring up Shelby Hardy. The Greenbrier pitcher struck out her first time up. As this one's a ball, 1-0. The second Coleus, Krista Coleus, is on deck. Excuse me, Carly Hughes is on deck, then Krista Coleus. As this one's a strike, 1-1. A 1-1 pitch, runner going, throw down to second base, and it skips away. She's in safely. She would have been in safe even if it was on line. I believe that was a ball. As they check down again, she was in there safely. Ball was up high, 2-1. So it's 2-1 now to Shelby Hardy. And the pitch. This one's a ball, 3-1. Happy you're with us here this afternoon. Beautiful afternoon for softball. About 60 degrees. Wind blowing in now. And the pitch fouled away. So it is a full count now with 2 gone in the inning. Runner standing at second base. This is Schreiber at second. And the pitch up high, and it's a 2-out walk. So Shelby Hardy is on. And that'll bring up Carly Hughes, the Greenbrier first baseman. They'll have a pinch runner over at first base, or a courtesy runner, excuse me. Can't tell who that is. Is that a 1? Number 1? That is Ava. That is Ava Corker running over at first base now. So it's a freshman, Ava Corker, running now at first base. Schreiber over at second. With 2 gone in the inning. Carly Hughes scored her last time up, as this pitch is a ball, 1-0. Bottom of the third here as this pitch is swung on and missed. 1-1. This next pitch is a strike, 1-2. We'll try and see if we can get you a score update over at baseball. Got a few of our friends over there. Crab ready with the 1-2. This one is high, popped up to the left side. Crab comes in, calls off arms, and that's the third out of the inning. So Greenbrier leaves two stranded. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Mountain Home leading this one 3-1 in game one of the doubleheader. Both sides with 4 hits so far. They will have the senior night festivities in between games here in Greenbrier, Panther Country. And trying to see if any of our parents over there can answer their phone real quick. So 3 full innings. It is 3-1 Mountain Home. And Mountain Home a game behind this Greenbrier Ball Club. Time's running out in this softball season. Lady Bombers have 2 games today. Then they will head to Valonia on Friday for a JV or a varsity JV doubleheader, and then they'll have Alma for senior night, and then we'll see where the chips fall. So Dalen Harper will come to the plate, lead things off for Mountain Home here in the 4th inning. So at the end of the 1st inning, Greenbrier has a 1-0 lead. As this one's fouled away, 0-1. Actually, no, that was 2 outs. Now it's 2-0 Greenbrier. Very long 1st inning if that's the case. I believe they also started at 4 o'clock, unless they did the senior night festivities beforehand, but we'll keep you updated over there. But in the meantime, this 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball, 1-1. So the 1-1 slap to the right side, right to the glove of Jackson. Good play by her, leaping to catch that one, and that's the first out of the inning. So Dalen Harper is retired. So Brooklyn Arms will come to the plate. She reached on a fielder's choice. She grounded to the shortstop. They got the lead runner, but they weren't able to ground to third base. They got the lead runner, but she was in safely at first. She was left stranded in the 2nd. First pitch she sees is a ball, 1-0. Of course, Brooklyn recently committing to play at Williams Baptist over in Northeast Arkansas. And it's 1-0. Next pitch, that one is a ball, 2-0. Picture perfect weather here in Greenbrier. Wind is shifting now over toward right field. The 2-0 pitch. That one is down low, 3-0. I don't think you'll see the bat leave Brooklyn's shoulder here. And the 3-0, and it's a walk with 1 gone. So it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And this is a ball, 2-1. Runner safe at second base. As that's a called strike, 2-2. So arms over at second base. Carly Drury at the plate. Grounded out to short her first time up. And the pitch swung on and missed, a strikeout. That's the second out of the inning. So Drury is retired. That'll bring up Olivia Crabb. Reached on an error her first time up. One of two Crabs on the team, both committed to Three Rivers. First pitch she sees is down low for a ball. Good block again by Saunders to keep it 1-0. Top of the fourth here in game one. The 1-0 pitch to Crabb. This one lined up the middle, a base hit. Blake Hendricks is going to send her. Throw to the plate. Arms is going to be safe at home. It's 4-1 Mountain Home. And in safely is Olivia Crabb with a double. A fifth hit of the ball game for Mountain Home. Second time Crabb's been on second base, and that brings up Katie Camp. 0 for 2 this afternoon. Still 2 gone in the inning. Shelby Hardy at 75 pitches. Now, of course, the way this Greenbrier offense is, no game is out of reach. They hung 14 runs on Harrison, 23 on Russellville. They have scored in double digits in 6 of their 10 conference games as this one's fouled away. 0-1. Kylie Horn on deck, and then Emma Crabb after her if we get that far. Teams very similar records. Mountain Home coming in 11-10. Greenbrier 11-11. A 0-1 pitch. Down low. Crabb heading for third. She's in safely without a throw. So it's 1-1. Next pitch. Fouled away, 1-2. So Olivia Crabb standing at third base with Katie Camp at the plate. The 1-2 pitch down the line, foul. Pitch number 80. Coming up here for Hardy. Again, pitch count does not matter in softball. There's not mandatory rest after reaching a certain number like there is in baseball. Crabb at third base. 2 gone in the inning. The 1-2 fouled away. Getting word that baseball started at 4:30. The umpires were not able to get there until 4:30. So that's why they're only in the first inning over there. So the 1-2 is outside. 2-2. Outfield playing straight up. And holding the runner over at third. And the 2-2. This one is slapped to the left side. This is Schreiber over to first, and she is out over at first base. as Blake Hendricks does not agree with that one. Wants to talk about that with the second base umpire, but I believe he's going to lose this battle as we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Mountain Home does push a run across. It is 4-1. Mountain Home, here's this from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Mountain Home High School's Mountain Home High School's FBLA member Lily Foster speaks on how FBLA is about more than just business.
My big thing is that I wish it was more emphasized that FBLA isn't just business related. There's just so many different things.
Mountain Home High School FFA advisor and Mountain Home grad Josh Baker shares how FFA was a part of his life long before he became a teacher.
So I started in ag class in 8th grade with Miss Jackie Albright. She was my first ag teacher. And then I continued my FFA career on into high school where I had Roger Steele. We actually worked together for 2 years before he retired. I'm a native of Mountain Home and came up through the school system and I feel blessed to have been a part of it.
Well, back here in Greenbrier, ready to get the bottom of the fourth underway. The answer that Blake Hendricks was given seemed to be satisfactory to him. As we're ready to go here. And it's 0-1. First pitch as it's Krista Coleus standing in now as she was out via the sacrifice. This one's to the right side. Mallory Drury makes the play. And there's one gone in the inning. And that'll bring up Oakley Cottle.
Next up, number 10 is Oakley Cottle.
So again, this is senior day for Greenbrier. And we'll have 3 seniors that they will honor between games here. This great softball facility here. Crab back to work. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. That was Crab's 55th pitch. Been very efficient in her pitching this afternoon. Again, she's committed to Three Rivers as this next pitch up high, 2-0. Cassie Saunders and Hallie Parker due up after Cottle. 6, 7, 8 due up in this inning. 2-0 the pitch, swung on and missed, 2-1. Wind shifting back toward the infield now. Oh, it's 2-1. This one swung on and missed, 2-2. Cottle went out via the strikeout, her first time up in the second. Mountain Home with a 4-1 lead in this one. As this is a strikeout, and that's the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Cassie Saunders.
Next up, number 6 is Cassie Saunders.
Strikeout number 6 for Emma Crabb. As that'll bring up Cassie Saunders, the Greenbrier catcher. Pitch number 60 from Emma Crabb is a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 from Crabb swung on and missed. Good movement on that high fastball. Count is 1-1. And the pitch. Grounded back to Crabb, misses off her glove. Drury's there, backhanded on to first. They got her, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Bombers. Good play by Drury there. And the Lady Bombers get out of the inning. We will head to the top of the fifth. Mountain Home leading 4-1. We'll have an update for you. See Lady Bombers soccer currently trailing 6-0 on the road at Russellville. Russellville #1 in the conference. Bomber baseball trailing 2-0 after one inning. About a quarter mile down the road. Of course, the scheduled time was 4 o'clock, and the umpires were not able to get there. So again, this is senior day over in Greenbrier. First game of 2, we'll have both ends of the doubleheader for you. This half inning, it'll be Horn, Emma Crabb, and Lakin Anderson, the heart of Lady Bomber order. Coming up here, Shelby Hardy will return to the mound. No, this is a new pitcher, Ella Thornley. So Hardy's day is done. She is on the hook for the loss at this juncture. And Ella Thornley will now pitch for the Panthers. So again, Mountain Home coming into this game with a record of 4-6 in conference play. Greenbrier a game ahead of them at 5-5. Russellville 6-4. Of course, Mountain Home does hold the tiebreaker over Russellville via the sweep that they had at McLean Park about 2 weeks ago. So Mountain Home can scratch away at least one win today. They'll be in a favorable position heading to senior night against Alma. So again, pitching change for Greenbrier. Ella Thornley will step to the circle to face Kylie Horn. Thornley, one of the 3 seniors this afternoon. She'll get honored between games for the senior night festivities. First pitch to Horn. Fastball down low, 1-0. Picture perfect afternoon here in central Arkansas. Wind died down a little bit as this one's outside, 2-0. Of course, everything being moved back from yesterday. Softball, baseball, and soccer all in action today in conference play in the 5A West. So here's the 2-0. This is fouled away. Horn wasn't able to keep the bat behind her. Made contact, and it's 2-1. Of course, the remaining schedule for the Lady Bombers, they'll have 2 games today. They will play Valonia on Friday for a varsity JV doubleheader. Then they'll have Alma on senior night for a doubleheader. Coming all the way from Spinach Country for that one. And the 2-1. This one's grounded up the middle. This one will skip into center field, a leadoff hit. So Kylie Horn is on base for the second time today, her first hit. And Emma Crabb will come to the plate. She's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. Just a triple and a home run away from the cycle. Only a triple and a home run away from the cycle. 6th hit of the ball game for Mountain Home. The pitch. This one's up high to the backstop. Horn will advance to second base. It'll be Lakin Anderson and Mallory Drury up next for Mountain Home. Of course, one of 2 freshmen, Anderson and Harper, both freshmen, in this Lady Bomber lineup. And the pitch. This one's grounded to the right side. Horn will advance to third base. So Crabb is retired. It'll be essentially a sacrifice. So she's out, as that's the first out of the inning. And Lakin Anderson will come to the plate. Lakin had a 2-run triple her last time up. Thornley the pitch. This one is outside for a ball, 1-0. One for 2 on the afternoon. Struck out her first AB. And the pitch, this one grounded up the middle, a base hit. 1 run will score, and it's 5-1. So Lakin Anderson is on base with her second hit this afternoon. It does score a run, And the Lady Bombers extend their lead. As Mallory Drury will come to the plate now. 0 for 2. She's flown out to short and right field. First pitch to Drury, fouled away, 0-1. So the Williams Baptist commit will stand back in the box to face an 0-1. And the pitch, fouled away. Did the same thing Horn did, didn't pull the bat back far enough and made contact. It's 0-2. So Anderson standing at first base. 1 gone in the inning. 1 run across. Lady Bombers have scored in 4 of the 5 innings this afternoon. And the pitch outside, 1-2, throw down to first. Anderson's back in safely. Seven hits this afternoon for Mountain Home. Popped up over to the right side. Coming in is the right fielder Coleus, makes the catch, and there's 2 gone. So Drury is retired for the 3rd time this afternoon, and that'll bring up Dalen Harper. Day is 1 for 2 in this one. Got on with a single her first time up, and then was out via the fielder's choice after that. As this one's a ball running down to second base, Lake and Anderson will be in safely. So now a runner in scoring position again for Mountain Home. A 1-0 to Harper. This one's grounded to the right side. Picked up by Jackson. Throw down to first. And Greenbrier is out of the inning, but not before 1 run comes across. The Lady Bombers extend their lead 5-1. This is Lady Bomber Softball on the Bomber Sports Network. Here's this from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Mountain Home High School's FBLA member Lily Foster speaks on how FBLA is about more than just business.
My big thing is that I wish it was more emphasized that FBLA isn't just business related. There's just so many different things that you can test or present over, and there's different opportunities like scholarships and all this other stuff that just makes the whole experience so beneficial for everyone.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School FFA advisor and Mountain Home grad Josh Baker shares how FFA was a part of his life long before he became a teacher.
So I started in ag class in 8th grade with Miss Jackie Albright. She was my first ag teacher. And then I continued my FFA career on into high school where I had Roger Steele. We actually worked together for 2 years before he retired. I'm a native of Mountain Home and came up through the school system, and I feel blessed to have been a part of it.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is...
So back here in Greenbrier, Hallie Parker will come to the plate, start things off in the bottom of the 5th. Lady Bombers lead this one 5-1. Emma Crabb back to the circle. Very efficient. This will be only her 63rd pitch. This one swung on and missed. Parker, Schreiber, and Coleus do up 9-1-2 here in this 5th inning. Big juncture in this one. The 0-1 pitch up high, 1-1. Outfield straight up, Arms and Drury in the middle infield playing at the cut of the grass. Infielders in. This one swung on and missed. Big cut, and it's 1-2. Parker was sent down on strikes her first time up. And the 1-2 fouled away. She stays alive. Wind now shifting back in towards home plate. Comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed a strikeout. Strikeout number 7 for Emma Crabb. But back to the top of the lineup they go to Greenbrier. As that'll bring up Sophie Schreiber. Schreiber 1 for 2 with a single her last time up. Schreiber, Allie Coleus, and Ella Thornley. This one's a ball, 1-0. So Crabb with a 1-0 count, and the pitch. This one about hit her, and it's 2-0. Go over the uniform description, a little late, but it is the 5th inning. Greenbrier in their home whites, blue trim, blue numbers and lettering. Mountain Home in their road uniforms, black pants, blue stockings, blue jerseys, and gold lettering and numbers. As that swung on and missed, 2-1. Schreiber stands back in. And the pitch grounded back up the middle. Arms gets there. Throw down to first. She's in safely with an infield hit. So Schreiber is on for the 2nd time today. She is 2 for 3, and that'll bring up Allie Coleus. And then the pitcher, Ella Thornley, is on deck. It's only the 5th hit for Greenbrier in game number 1 here. First pitch, fouled away, 0-1. Crabb's ready again, the wind and the pitch. That's up high, 1-1. So it has gone close to final in Russellville. Lady Bombers have lost 8-0 to the Lady Cyclones in girls soccer as this one's popped up to the right side. Drury drops the ball. They'll throw down to second. They'll still get the lead runner. So it will be an error, but they do get an out of it. So there's 2 gone in the inning, but it was very unconventional how they got it. So Coleus is on via the error, and Sophie Schreiber is out. And that'll bring up Ella Thornley. As this one's fouled away, 0-1. Really no harm, no foul in that one. Instead of Schreiber at first, it's now Coleus. It was a tough play, ranging to her left. Kind of in close to no man's land there in short right field. This one is fouled away. 0-2. The count. Crabb's ready to go. The pitch. This one grounded to the right side. Mallory Drury over to Harper at first. That's the 3rd out of the inning. So again, Greenbrier not able to push across any runs. We will head to the top of the 6th. It is 5-1. So score that last play 4-3. Again, a lot of things getting moved from Tuesday to this evening. Of course, Bomber baseball taking place about 3/4 of a mile down the road. Last check, it was 2-0 Greenbrier after the first inning. They were delayed. Game was supposed to start 4 o'clock. The umpires were not able to get there until 4:30. Completely understandable when you reschedule something this close. Bomber soccer now in action in Russellville. Lady Bombers game is now over. 8-0 the final score. They're going to play the JV boys contest and then the varsity boys contest. That'll take place about 7 o'clock or so. Friends over at Cyclone booth in Las Vegas will have that one for you. So tune in there. If you want to watch the Bomber baseball game, Kurt Drury is streaming that one from his Facebook. So you can stay up to date, everything going on here with Bomber Athletics. Our next stream will be our final regular season one. Next Friday, we'll head to Spinach Country down in Alma, show you Bomber and Lady Bomber soccer. Of course, hopefully at that point, that game will matter for playoff implications and seeding. So Shelby Hardy will come to the plate. Or excuse me, that's on the wrong side of the scorecard. This will be Brooklyn Arms instead. How about that? She will come to the plate. She reached on a fielder's choice her last time up, and she also reached on a walk. As she stares at a strike, 0-1. Top of the sixth, Lady Bombers leads 5-1. Lined in the pitch. Lined into left field, right to the left fielder. This is Cottle, makes the catch, and there's one gone in the inning. So that will bring up Carly Drury. Carly 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Ella Thornley back to work for her second inning of work. And Lady Bombers will be on the road Friday. They will take on the Eagles of Valonia. And then they'll welcome Alma to McLean Park on Tuesday to wrap up the regular season. As the ball was very wide, as they called it a strike, he signaled a strike, so I didn't see Carly swing, but they don't pay me the umpire, so. As it's now 0-2, as I saw him like, yeah. So I was like, whoa. Either way, it's 0-2. And the next pitch, as she did not go around, as it's 1-2 now. Oh my goodness. Going back and looking at it, she didn't move hardly at all, as this one is grounded to the left side. Throw down to first. She's in there safely. The ball don't lie, and she's on with a one-out hit. So Carly Drury's on for the first time this afternoon. I mean, I'm looking back at it here. She barely flinched at it, but either way, it's over with, and now Olivia Crabb will come to the plate. Had a double her last time up. She's reached base twice. After her, it'll be Katie Camp and Kylie Horn. First pitch, up high, 1-0. Crab will stand back in. Of course, game number 1 of 2 this afternoon. And the 1-0, fouled away. Over towards the indoor football facility here. Excellent facilities over here in Greenbrier. Very impressive softball facility. Brand new track and press box over at their football stadium. We'll be there week 10. Bomber football right around the corner. We'll see their volleyball facility again. Lovely space there, as this one is in there for a strike, 1-2. Of course, we also appreciate it. It's also our second shortest road trip behind Harrison. As this one's lined right to the shortstop, Schreiber makes the play for the second out. Of course, the average travel is about 3 hours and some change. As that'll bring up Katie Camp. Yeah, it's a long drive everywhere. We went to Greenwood. It is 203 miles from Mountain Home High School. As this one is popped up over to the second baseman. Jackson makes the play, and Lady Bombers are sent down. We will head to the bottom of the 6th. It is 5-1 in favor of Mountain Home. I believe they are beginning the junior varsity soccer contest. As we'll see if we can have a little update for you, at least in a game that matters in the standings for Mountain Home. Russellville and Harrison in play right now. Russellville, a team that Mountain Home is chasing for 4th place. Russellville is 6-4 in the West, but Mountain Home has the tiebreaker as 2 of their 4 losses came to the Lady Bombers when they made their trip to McLean Park a couple weeks ago. And again, this Greenbrier Ball Club, a game ahead of Mountain Home. If Lady Bombers take game 1, they will be tied, at least for the time being. So this half inning, it'll be 4, 5, 6 due up for Greenbrier, the heart of the order. As this will be Shelby Hardy to get things going here. Shelby Hardy will come to the plate. She reached on a walk her last time up. She struck out her first AB. 5-1 our score. Crabb returns to the circle. Pitch 78 is a ball, 1-0. Carly Hughes and Krista Coleus due up in this inning as well. And this one is set over to left field. Olivia Crabb ranging to her left, makes the catch, and there's one gone in the inning. So it's a fly out to left, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Carly Hughes. Carly Hughes scored her first time up. As first pitch she stares at is a ball, 1-0. This one is fouled away, 1-1. All natural grass outfield and dirt infield here in Greenbrier as opposed to the artificial turf back up north in Mountain Home at Freedom Field. Very well kept grass here. Good looking field. She'll stare at a strike, 1-2. Coleus, Cottle, and Saunders up next for Greenbrier. And the 1-2 pitch. This one grounded to the right side. Drury isn't able to pick it up cleanly, but throws over to first to Harper. Makes the play anyway, and that's the second out. And Krista Coleus will come to the plate. She was sent down via the pop-up over to the second baseman her last time up. Threw down a sacrifice bunt her first at-bat, as there's 2 gone in the inning. First pitch she sees is fouled to the right side, out of play, 0-1. Of course, I talked to Blake Hendricks before the game. He said if they can limit mistakes, walks, hit batters, and errors, he likes their chances. So far, they've done just that, as that's a ball, 1-1. Blake was very laid back on the way down here. Everybody was loose. Everybody was good frame of mind. Said you couldn't tell what their record is. Of course, big 2 weeks coming up as this pitch is swung on and missed, 2-2. So it's 2-2 now. Emma Crabb at 87 pitches. Pitch 88 is swung on and missed, a strikeout. Strikeout number 8 on the afternoon for the Three Rivers commit. So that'll do it for the 6th inning. We will head to the 7th. It is 5-1 Mountain Home. Now here's this from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Mountain Home Education Foundation Director Jennifer Crawford speaks about how you can honor an individual Hall of Honor recipient.
Wings magazine comes out in the fall. It comes out right before homecoming and features our honorees. And within that magazine, there is an envelope sewn in there in the middle. So you can actually take that out and you can send a gift to the foundation in honor of those folks, and we will send them a recognition, let them know. And it feels really good to those honorees.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School students in the East program keep their community connected. Here's member Audrey Yunt with more about Bomber Sports Network.
If you have interest in live streaming, sports, or just want to try something new, BSN's a really great opportunity for that. It really puts you into the action.
For everybody who's not able to attend the games, it's really nice to be able to watch live or after the fact to stay connected to what's happening at the games.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers.
Well, we're back here in Greenbrier, ready to get the 7th underway here. And we'll see Kylie Horn to lead things off for Mountain Home, as this one's grounded to the right side. This will get through for a base hit. So one pitch, and Kylie Horn is on base with a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th. That's hit number 9 for Mountain Home. That will bring up Emma Crabb. Crabb 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Again, a triple and a home run shy of the cycle. As we will have a pinch runner. It'll be Jayla Yonkers running over at first base. Not a pinch runner, courtesy runner, excuse me. Actually, I think it is a pinch runner because she's neither the catcher nor the pitcher. But I believe, well, since she's the DP, it doesn't matter if she re-enters. So now it's Jayla Yonkers running over at first base. Still Emma Crabb up to bat. First pitch she sees, outside for a ball, 1-0. Wind in the 1-0. Up high, about hitter, 2-0. Seven, 8, 9 due up in the bottom half of the inning here for Greenbrier. So that pitch is a ball, 3-0. Lakin Anderson on deck for Mountain Home, then Mallory Drury. And the 3-0 called a strike. Caught the outside part of the plate, 3-1. Very expanded outside part of the plate. And the 3-1. This one chopped to the left side, ranging to her left. Not going to be able to get there. It is a base hit. As Crabb runs through the stop sign, she'll still make it in at third base. And now Crabb stands over at second as Yonkers is in safely. Yonkers didn't even take a look at the stop sign, ran through it. Now she ended up at third base. So Emma Crabb is on with a double, her second double of the game. Puckett now running over at first base. And that'll bring up Lakin Anderson. So a freshman standing at third, a freshman standing at second, and a freshman at the plate in Lakin Anderson. Lady Bombers got something cooking here in the 7th as this one's fouled away, 0-1. Ella Thornley in the circle. Believe she'll... Coach Hendricks was telling me that she will pitch more than likely the second game. Or they'll do the same thing that they did here. They'll have Hardy start and then Thornley finish it off. And they all won this one down the line. It'll be a base hit. 1 run will score. Rounding third, and she's going to stay there. Puckett's going to stay there as it is a hit, and Mountain Home's tacked on another run. 6-1 our score. As that'll bring up Mallory Drury. So Lakin Anderson on with a hit. And that will bring up Mallory Drury. So runners at the corners, nobody out for Mountain Home's leader in doubles. Mallory Drury, the pitch, bout hitter. This one goes to the backstop. Coming home is Puckett. Another run scores. Advancing to second base is Anderson, and now to third base, as it's 7-1 now. So Puckett comes in to score 2 runs across in this inning. Next pitch from Thornley, outside for a ball. 3-0. As the umpire in the field says it's 2-0, and the plate umpire is saying 3. I had 2-0, if we're being honest. So I had it as 2-0 because that first pitch that passed by Crabb was the first pitch to Drury, passed by her. Yeah. So I think it should be 2-0, but so the next pitch is inside for a walk. Yeah, that is a good point. Nobody's complaining about it, so it is. They say the correct count, so Drury is on with a walk now. And the pitch fouled away to Dalen Harper. Runners at the corners now with nobody out. Next pitch to Harper, 2-0. Or excuse me, 1-1. Brooklyn Arms on deck, then Carly Drury, then the lineup turns over to the top part. 7-1 our score here in Greenbrier, the 1-1. Swung on and missed, didn't make contact, so Drury's going to be in safely over at second base. So Anderson at third, Drury at second. Runners at the corners. Nobody gone. The pitch grounded to the left side. This will score a run as they'll just hold on to it, throw it to second. Everybody's safe. So it's 8-1 now. I don't know, what would you score that? Yeah. I'd say E6. Yeah, I don't know why they went to second first, but yeah, it's like she hesitated, and then as this pitch is a ball, 1-0. So we'll say Harper's on with the error as Anderson scampered in to score. And this one is a ball, 2-0. So it's 2-0, Ella Thornley in the circle. Runners at first and second. The pitch up high. This will go to the backstop. Everyone will advance 90 feet. So Drury now at third, and Day Day is going to be at second base. To Brooklyn Arms at the plate. Brooklyn's reached base twice this afternoon via a fielder's choice and a walk. So she's facing a 3-0. And the pitch inside. And now the bases are loaded for Carly Drury. So another walk for Ella Thornley. So the bases are loaded. Still nobody out here in the 7th inning. 8-1 our score. 3 runs across here in this 7th inning. Lady Bombers have scored in every inning but the 2nd and the 6th. As they have a meeting in the circle now, talk things over. It's Carly Drury. She is 1 for 3. She reached on a single her last time up. 6 straight batters have come to the plate for Mountain Home and reached. And the first pitch is a strike. 0-1. So the infield playing in now. Try and stop some of the damage here in this inning. Infield in, outfield straight up. And the pitch. That's a ball, 1-1. Nowhere to put Carly Drury. Olivia Crabb on deck, then Katie Camp, and then young lady that started this inning, Kylie Horn, after that. If we get that far. And the pitch fouled away, 1-2. Bases loaded, 1-2 the count to Carly Drury, the younger cousin of Mallory Drury. And the 1-2 popped up. This one will get down into center field. Scoring is Drury. Everyone just advances 90 feet, but it is a hit and a run does score. So Carly scores her cousin Mallory, and it's 9-1. So 7 batters have come to the plate this half inning for Mountain Home, and all 7 have got on base. As Olivia Crabb will come to the plate, the top of the order for Mountain Home. And the pitch outside, or in there for a strike. 0-1. Pitch is, the home plate is 19 inches wide, and making the strike zone that much wider makes it hard to hit. As this one, that one is a ball, and this will score another run as Harper scampers home. So the count's 1-1. A run does score, and it's 10-1 now. 5 runs across in this half inning. So now Arms standing over at third base and Drury over at second. So here comes the 1-1. Bout hitter inside for a ball, 2-1. $10-1 our score here. Mountain Home's pushed across 5 runs. And the pitch inside, 3-1. On deck will be Katie Camp, and then Kylie Horn, who started off the inning, will be after her. And the 3-1. This one is popped up to the right side. First baseman coming over, making the catch is Hughes. And that's the first out of the inning. So Katie Camp will come to the plate. Katie is 0 for 4 so far. She's the only Lady Bomber without a hit. And the pitch lays down a bunt. It skips away. Everybody stays where they're at second and third. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. She is one of 2 Lady Bombers without a hit, but she's the only one not to reach base yet. Oh, 0-1 the count. And the pitch outside, 1-1. Thornley checks the sign from her wristband. And the pitch, bout hitter, 2-1. Runners at second and third. One gone here in the seventh. As this one's a strike, 2-2. And the pitch is 3-2 now. So a full count to Katie Camp. Again, this is game number 1 of the 5A West doubleheader. One gone here in the seventh. Wind in the pitch. Grounded to the right side. Foul. So it is a full count now to Katie Camp. Two-sport athlete. She was all conference in Class 5A in bowling this year. And the pitch fouled away. Very excellent bowler. And 3-2 outside for a ball. And now the bases are loaded. So now Mountain Home has batted around in this inning. As Kylie Horn, who started off the half inning, comes to the plate. She started off the inning with a single. By the way, shout out to our Class 5A state runner-up girls bowling team. By the way, that Katie Camp was a part of. As we have a mound visit, and we will have a pitching change, it looks like. As it is not a new pitcher, as Shelby Hardy returns to the circle. So Shelby Hardy is the new, well, not new pitcher, she's the current pitcher. So one gone in the inning. Bases are loaded. To face Kylie Horn again, who started off this inning with a single. Since then, 8 Lady Bombers have reached base. As first pitch is a ball. So Hardy is not responsible for any of these runners on base. They will go to Thornley. Bomber baseball update. Greenbrier leads in game 1 7-1 in the bottom of the fourth. As this next pitch is a ball, 2-0. Of course, Greenbrier and Greenwood on a collision course for a very important matchup next week, as more than likely the winner of that doubleheader will be the winner of the 5A West. As this one is sent over to right field, Coleus makes the catch. Tagging up and scoring is Brooklyn Arms, and it's 11-1. So Camp slides in safely at second base. 2-run score on the pass ball into center field over there, and it's 12-1 Mountain Home. So Horn is out on the sacrifice fly, then the error scores another run for Mountain Home. So 2 runs came across there. Camp slid into second base safely after they threw home, as this first pitch is a ball, 1-0, as Camp's in there safely at third base. Seven runs across here in this 7th inning. And the next pitch, 2-0. And glad you're with us here on the Bomber Sports Network this afternoon. Second to last regular season broadcast for us. We'll head to Alma next Friday for some Bomber and Lady Bomber soccer, as this next pitch is a strike, 2-1. And after that, we'll see where the chips fall with everyone heading toward the Class 5A state tournament, and then we'll get the word out about where we'll be at. Baseball and softball will be in Marion, soccer in Valley View. The next pitch swung on and missed, 2-2. Katie Camp standing over at third base. And two-sport athlete, the all-conference bowler. And the 2-2. Grounded back to the pitcher, Hardy. Bats it down, throw over to first, and they're mercifully out of the inning. But not before 7 runs are pushed across here for Mountain Home. So we will head to the bottom of the 7th. 7, 8, 9 due up for Greenbrier. 12 runs across now for Mountain Home on 12 hits, and they have only committed 1 error. Greenbrier, on the other hand, 1 run, 5 hits, and 3 errors committed this afternoon. So again, it'll be Oakley Cottle, Cassie Saunders, and Hallie Parker due up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance to dance for the Lady Panthers. If the score should hold, both of these teams will be 5-6 at the completion of this ball game. It will make the next game very important because the winner of that will be 6-6. With Russellville playing Harrison. Harrison is the favored team over in that one. Oakley Cottle will come to the plate. She struck out both times she's come to the plate. Emma Crabb at 88 pitches. And the wind of the first pitch is a ball. 1-0. Crabb sitting for a long time in that last half inning. Next pitch. Popped up to the left side. Lakin Anderson camped under that one, and that's the first out here in the 7th inning. Cassie Saunders will come to the plate. She is 1 for 2. Had a double in the 2nd inning. Crabb's ready. The first pitch. High fly ball into center field. Camp going back to the wall, so hit off of the wall. So Saunders will be in with a 1-out double. If the wind wasn't blowing in, that might have gone out. But it is a 1-out double for Cassie Saunders. Hit number 6 in the ball game for Greenbrier. As this will bring up Haley Champion, batting in the 9th spot. And now we'll have a courtesy runner over at second, Malia Smith.
Second base, number 16, Miss Malia Smith.
So Malia Smith now running over at second base as the courtesy runner. Haley Champion at the plate. And the pitch. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Crabb's ready again, the wind. This one above her head, 2-0. The 2-0, that one is low, 3-0. One on, one out. Here's the 3-0. That one's in there for a strike, 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Took a little something off that one. As the count's full. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Strikeout number 9 for Emma Crabb. And there's 2 gone. So the 9th spot in the order responsible for 3 strikeouts. As we're back to the top of the order, Sophie Schreiber will come to the plate. First pitch she sees is fouled away, 0-1. She's gotten on base with a single her last 2 times up. Lady Bombers trying to finish this one off. In part 1 of the doubleheader, this one flied over to the left side. Nobody's going to get there. Diving attempt by Arms. Good effort by everyone's part over there, and it's 0-2 now. This next pitch will put Crabb at the century mark for pitches this afternoon. And the 0-2 pitch grounded to the right side. Harper picks this one up, and that's a W for the Lady Bombers. It is a complete game for Emma Crabb, and that'll do it in this one. So the Lady Bombers take game number 1 of this one, 12-1. Good all-around game, right to the exact plan Coach Blake Hendricks wanted in this one. Very clean game, only 1 error, did not walk anybody, didn't even hit anybody either. We'll check the line score real quick, then we'll take a break. They're going to have the senior night festivities here, and they're going to, I believe they'll fix up the infield here in a little bit. So probably about 20 minutes or so before we get game number 2. Again, the Lady Bombers finished with 12 runs on 12 hits. They only committed 1 error. Lady Panthers finished with 1 run, 6 hits, and they committed 3 errors. Lady Bombers capping it off with a 7th spot in the 7th inning. So again, we're going to take a break here. We're going to leave it on for the senior night festivities here, but in about 20 minutes or so, we'll have game number 2 of Lady Bomber softball here on the Bomber Sports Network. Well, we're ready to get things going here in game number 2 of the doubleheader. Of course, a couple scores of meaning for the Lady Bombers. Russellville was defeated by the Goblins of Harrison, so now they're only 1 game behind for the 4 spot in the 5A West. As first pitch is a ball, 1-0. This is in the circle, Charlie Carter. Is that correct, Charlie Carter? As the next pitch is a ball, 2-0. Next pitch is in there for a strike, 2-1. Of course, Lady Bombers won game 1, 12-6. Pitch is a ball, 3-1. This is Olivia Crabb leading things off here for Mountain Home. The 3-1 is popped up to the left side. This is Schreiber. Schreiber makes the catch, and it's the first out of the inning. So Katie Camp will come to the plate. Exact same batting order for both sides. And the Lady Bomber center fielder, Katie Camp, will come to the plate. Start things off. So Camp's ready. First pitch to her right, back to Carter. Carter knocks it down, throw down to first. And that's the second out here in the top of the first. So mark it 1-3, and that'll bring up Kylie Horn. Kylie Horn stands in. Wind in the pitch. This one is flied over to right field. Going back toward the track of the wall. This one is dropped as Kylie Horn rounding second and heading for third base. As she is now at third base with 2 gone in the inning. I'm going to say that's a hit because she had to dive for that one. She had to dive for that one. Yeah, you guys. The official score is going to give that an error, but yeah, we're gonna say an error. She was diving when she went for it, but either way, it is Emma Crabb at the plate. So Horn is at third base, regardless of what it's called. And the next pitch to Crabb fouled away. 1-1. Carter checks the sign on her wristband on her left arm. Wind in the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. Same alignment across the board. Defensively for Greenbriers, this one's fouled out of play. Cottle, Coleus, and Coleus in left, center, and right. Alex Coleus in center, Krista Coleus in right. Parker, Schreiber, Jackson, and Hughes along the infield. Hardy and Saunders behind the plate. For Greenbrier. And the pitch. High fly ball deep into left center field. This one will be caught on the warning track for the third out of the inning. So the Lady Bombers strand a runner over at third base. We head to the bottom of the first. No score as we are here in game number 2. Let's check and see any other updates we have across the board for Bomber athletics. Bomber baseball down 10-1 in the top of the 6th inning, about a quarter mile down the road. Let's see if there's anything else of note. I believe Bomber soccer is close to start. I believe the JV game was over with. Looks like they're warming up now, about 5 minutes before they get that one underway. That is a big contest over there. Bombers, of course, on a 3-game losing streak. Trying to right the ship here on the home stretch. They are still in 4th place, 2 points ahead of Siloam Springs for 4th place. All of our teams in the spring season kind of hovering between 4th and 5th place. So we're ready to get things underway here. So Sophie Schreiber will come to the plate and lead things off. This one's fouled away. 0-1. So Schreiber, the shortstop for the Lady Panthers. This next one is a ball, 1-1. So the 1-1 from Crabb back to work. This one skied over into left center field. Going back and making the catch, Brooklyn Arms. And that's the first out of the ball game. And Allie Coleus will come to the plate. Crab's ready. This one down the right side, out of play. Allie Coleus come to the plate, the center fielder. This next one is a ball, 1-1. Next one's a strike. 1-2 now. There's one of 2 Coleuses on the roster. Krista Coleus plays in right field. This one's slapped to the left side. Brooklyn Arms makes the play, throw down to first. Good dig by Daylon Harper. Get that one out of the dirt, and there's 2 gone. So Ella Thornley will come to the plate now. 2 gone here in the inning. So Thornley started the last game, then exited, and then came back in about the 7th inning. As she swings and misses at a strike, 0-1. Yeah, 1 pitch, high fly ball into left field. Ranging in is Crabb, not going to make the play as it drops in for a 2-out hit. So Thornley is on base with a single with 2 gone. Shelby Hardy stands in now. 2 gone in the inning, runner over at first base. The pitch to Hardy, fouled away, 0-1. Glad you're with us this evening on the Bomber Sports Network. Sun's starting to set. Wind blowing in now. It's been shifting from towards home plate, towards right field over the course of the first game, as this next pitch is a strike. 0-2. So it's 0-2. The next pitch, this one is popped up to the right side. Drury makes the catch in right field, and Greenbrier will leave a runner on. We head to the top of the second inning. Lady Bombers lead this, or excuse me, the game is tied 0-0, excuse me. Greenbrier did get a hit in that last half inning as Hardy flew out. So I had an error on my notes over here. I was looking at the previous score. Of course, Lady Bombers won game 1, 12-1. They are now tied with Greenbrier with a record of 5-6 in 5A West play. They're now a game behind the Russellville Cyclones as they they lost to the Harrison Goblins by, I believe the score was 9-4, if the scoreboard was correct on there. So now they are 6-5, and Mountain Home and Greenbrier are 5-6. So the fight for fourth place heating up. So Charlie Carter will return to the circle. So our next broadcast will be our final regular season broadcast. Bomber Athletics will be May 5th as Mountain Home Bomber Soccer will hit the road to take on Alma. So we'll have the varsity contests over there in Spinach Country, formerly the world's largest producer of spinach, home of the world's largest spinach can, just outside of downtown. And Lakin Anderson will lead things off here in the second inning. Lady Bomber third baseman. Line of the pitch, outside for a ball, 1-0. And the pitch fouled away, 1-1. So 1-1 the count now to Lakin Anderson. Lady Bomber third baseman and freshman. And the 1-1, this one is down the line, foul. So 1-2 the count to Lakin Anderson. Mallory Drury and Dalen Harper do up next. Fouled away. So 1-2 the count to Lakin Anderson. And the pitch. This one chopped to the left side. This will be a tough play over at third. Parker throw down to first. Safe. And it's an infield hit. So Lakin Anderson's on with a leadoff single. An infield hit. That'll bring up Mallory Drury.
Now to the plate, number 19, Miss Mallory Drury.
Well, you can cancel the postgame show. The no-hitter is gone for the Panthers of Greenbrier here in the second inning. Runner at first, nobody gone. Drury showing bunt. Not able to pull it back. It is 0-1. Carter again. Next pitch is a ball, 1-1. Of course, Mallory committed to Williams Baptist University to continue her collegiate softball career. So it's 1-1. This one swung on and missed, 1-2. Dalen Harper on deck for Mountain Home. And Anderson over at first base. Comes the 1-2 to Drury, the pitch. This one is sent over towards shortstop. Making the catch is Schreiber, and there's one gone in the inning. So Drury is sent down, and Dalen Harper will come to the plate. Dalen Harper, then Brooklyn Arms, and Carly Drury. As first pitch is a ball, 1-0. Starting to get a little chilly here in Greenbrier. Wind still blowing out to right field. As this next pitch is a ball throw down to first. Temperature dipping was 62 degrees. Looks like it's going to dip below the 60s here in about an hour or so. But the wind is blowing, so I imagine it's much cooler than what it actually is. As it's 2-0. This one to the right side, a base hit into center field. Rounding second, heading for third is Lakin Anderson. They can't pick it up cleanly, and Coach Blake Hander's going to put the stop sign on her. Now there's runners at the corners with one gone here in the inning. So Dalen Harper is on base. Both freshmen so far that have appeared this inning have reached base via the hit, and Brooklyn Arms will come to the plate. So one gone here, runners at the corners for Brooklyn Arms. First pitch to Brooklyn is in there for a strike. 0-1. Harper at first, Anderson at third base. And the 0-1. High fly ball into left field. And the catch is made by Cottle. Anderson will not go home, and there's two gone.
Next up, number 5 is Carly Drury.
I'll bring up Carly Drury. Had 2 hits in the 7th inning of game number 1. Had 2 singles, scored a run on each one. And the first pitch to her, slapped to the left side, foul. 0-1. Carter already at 28 pitches in this one. Carter checks the signal from her wristband. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. Line in the pitch. This one is fouled away. 0-2. Now to the 9-hole hitter from Mountain Home. The pitch. This one sent to the left side. Good pick at third base by Parker. Throw over to first. Not in time. Run scores. Everybody's safe as Harper's safe at third. And it's a run-scoring hit, and Mountain Home is on the board 1-0. Anderson comes in to score. Harper moves over to third, and Carly Drury has her 3rd hit in 3 straight at-bats. And Olivia Crabb will come to the plate. Flew out to short her first time up. So the 2nd hit for Mountain Home. Wind of the pitch. Looks at it as they're not even going to throw down to Drury at second. She's in safely. So now runners at second and third with 2 gone. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball into left center field. This one could be trouble, and it's actually caught by Cottle, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Lady Bombers strand 2 runners there, but they do get a run across. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Your score is Mountain Home 1, Greenbrier 0. I guess our next broadcast, again, will be next Friday. It'll be Bomber Soccer at Alma. Hopefully that game has playoff implications and seeding implications. That will start at 5 p.m. They're still trying to figure out who's going to play the JV game. If the girls play first, then the girls' varsity game will be first. If the boys play JV, then the boys will play first. But either way, the first varsity game will be at 5 o'clock. Of course, Lady Bombers fell 8-0 to the hands of Russellville earlier today, as they have played 9 minutes in Russellville so far, and no score there. As Russellville looked like they just had a great opportunity to score there, but they were not able to cash in. So we'll keep you updated on that one. We'll also keep you updated on Bomber baseball. Last check, it was 10-1 in favor of Greenbrier in the top of the 6th inning. That was only game 1. So Carly Hughes will come to the plate. Crab's ready to go. First pitch to Hughes. Foul away, 0-1. So they had to start the baseball game a little late. Scheduled start was 4, but they couldn't get umpires there until 4:30. So that's why they're a little bit behind as this one's skied high in the air. Lakin Anderson says she has it, makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. So it's a fly out to Lakin Anderson. So Cassie Saunders will come to the plate, the Greenbrier catcher. She'll stand in. First pitch in outside for a ball 1-0. Of course, it's always hard to get officials for games that are rescheduled, especially on somewhat of a short notice. Changes were made on Friday, I believe Friday and Saturday. So next pitch, did she go around? She did not, as it's 2-0. So 1-0 our score. Lady Bombers push a run across in the second, but they left 2 stranded. And the pitch swung on and missed. 2-1. Two and 1 the count to the Greenbrier catcher. And the pitch. That one just missed. 3-1. The 3-1. Grounded to the left side. This is Brooklyn Arms over to Dalen Harper. That's the second out of the inning. Brooklyn showing off the strong arm over at short. Makes the second out of the inning.
Now to the plate, number 16 is Aaliyah Smith.
Aaliyah Smith will come to the plate. Showing bunt. First pitch she sees, pulls it back, swings and misses. 0-1. So Malia Smith batting in the 7th spot. Next pitch is a ball. 1-1. Middle infielders at the cut of the grass. This pitch swung on and missed. Corner of the Lady Bomber infield playing in. Past the bases. Outfield straight up. That one's fouled away. Wind now blowing out to right field. And the pitch. This one's fouled away. It's part of a routine. She shows bunt, as if she shows bunt, and then she'll pull it back and swing away. She's done that for every pitch so far this at bat. There she goes again. Now she's going to pull it back. And stare at ball number 2. Good pitch by Crabb there. Just missed the outside part of the plate. Pitch 25 from Emma Crabb is down low for a ball. Now the count's full. So 2 gone here in the 2nd inning. To Malia Smith, pitch to the right side. Drury makes the catch. And Greenbrier is sent down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 2nd. We have played 2 full. We head to the top of the 3rd. Mountain Home leads 1-0. Now here's this from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Mountain Home High School's FBLA member Lily Foster speaks on how FBLA is about more than just business.
My big thing is that I wish it was more emphasized that FBLA isn't just business related. There's just so many different things that you can test or present over, and there's different opportunities like scholarships and all this other stuff that just makes the whole experience so beneficial for everyone.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School FFA advisor and Mountain Home grad Josh Baker shares how FFA was a part of his life long before he became a teacher.
So I started in ag class in 8th grade with Miss Jackie Albright. She was my first ag teacher. And then I continued my FFA career on into high school where I had Roger Steele. We actually worked together for 2 years before he retired. I'm a native of Mountain Home and came up through the school system and feel blessed to have been a part of it.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School's Teacher of the Year, Dora Norcross, speaks about receiving that recognition.
The biggest thing I took away from being Teacher of the Year was just what an honor, because these were my peers who I think are amazing that voted for me. I feel very humbled by that.
She was also joined by the first person to...
Well, back here in Greenbrier, we're inundated with the soccer live stream now. Bomber soccer up 1-0 after William Bevel scored on a free kick from about 35 yards out. As this first pitch over to the right side, this one is a foul ball. 0-1. Just fouled by about a foot. This is Katie Camp at the plate, and it's 0-1. Katie grounded back to the pitcher her first time up. But William Bevel with a rocket from 35 yards. Put Mountain Home up on currently the #1 team in Class 5A. It's soccer. Keep you updated on that one. The 0-1. Grounded to the right side. This is Jackson, not able to handle it, and she's on safely with an error. So Katie Camp reaches on an error in E4.
Number 11 is Kylie Horn.
And Kylie Horn will come to the plate. She had a triple or an error, depending on how you scored it, her last time up. Either way, she ended up at third base. So Camp at first. Horn line drive to left field, a base hit. Camp thought about going to third, but she'll pull it back. So back-to-back, well, actually a hit for Horn. Now the first two batters of the inning have reached base.
Now to the plate, number 10, Miss Emma Crabb.
And Emma Crabb will come to the plate. Flew out the left, her first time up. This one is fouled away. 0-1. So the final score after 6 innings, down the road, Bomber Baseball loses 11-1 in game number 1. This one's grounded to the right side. It goes through! So it'll be an error at first base. Rounding third, heading for home, Katie Camp. And the Lady Bombers are on the board again. It's 2-0.
Next up, number 24, Miss Lakin Anderson.
So Crabb is on with the error at first base as Blake Hendricks is wanting a courtesy runner over at first base. Puckett's going to run for her over at first base. It's Kinley Puckett, one of the many freshmen that make appearances in the game. So 2 errors in this inning by Greenbrier. Still nobody out. To Lakin Anderson. Line of the pitch. Fly ball into right field. Took a step the other way. Coleus makes the catch at right field. Tagging and going to third base is Horn. And there's one gone in the inning. That will bring up Mallory Drury. Mallory Hit a line shot right to the shortstop, her first time up. Now there's runners at the corners with one out. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Runner going to second base. Lakin's in there safely. So now there's runners in two runners in scoring position. As I say, it's foul ball. Excuse me. So she'll go back to first base. So it is 0-1. One pitch to Drury. This one is a ball. 1-1 as Anderson goes to second anyway. Not even going to look at her. So now there's two runners in scoring position. This one's fouled away, 1-2. Well, we might have jinxed Bomber soccer, so in the span of 3 minutes, Russellville has gone from down 1-0 to up 2-1. There is a reason they're the #1 team in Class 5A, so they can score in a hurry. And here's the 1-2. This one down the left side, base hit into left. Horn will come in to score. Puckett's being held at third, and it's 3-0 Mountain Home. So it's a hit for Mallory Drury. As Dalen Harper will come to the plate. She had a single her last time up. Two runs across here in the second. Line in the pitch. Up the middle. This one is through for a base hit. Puckett will score. Heading to third is Drury. And now heading to second is Dalen Harper. So a base hit scores another run for Mountain Home. It is 4-0.
Next up, #7, Miss Brooklyn Arms.
You would call that a double, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's a double. So Dalen's on with a double. She is now only a triple and a home run shy of the cycle. This one popped up to the right side, and it is caught. As tagging and coming home is Drury. She'll score as it goes to the backstop. Harper will round third, and she'll stay there. But a heads-up play on a ball that was hit about 90 feet as Mountain Home is able to score another run. So it is a sacrifice for Brooklyn Arms. Good awareness by Mallory Drury to score on that one, as it was a play that turned the second baseman Jackson around, and she was able to scamper home. So now Day moves to third. That'll bring up Drury. Carly Drury, that is, as she looks at a strike. 0-1. Four runs across here in the half inning for Mountain Home. She just sticks the bat out there. It's fouled away to their left side. And it's 0-2. So Drury got on with a single her last time up. 8 batters have come to the plate this half inning. Here's the 0-2. She puts the bat out there. This one gets down into left field, a base hit. Another run will score. Harper's safe at home. Drury thought about going to second, but she's going to hold it over at first base. And Lady Bombers have another 2-out run. Was a blooper out to left field.
Next up, #9, Miss Olivia Crabb.
As Olivia Crabb will come to the plate. 5 runs in this half inning. As this one slapped into right center field. Coming in as the center fielder. Dropped the ball. Coley has had it in her glove but lost it. Throw down to second. The ball gets loose. Now heading home is another runner. Mountain Home has scored again. Carly Drury scores. So 2 different errors on that play. And it's 7-0. So Crabb is now at third base.
Next up, #4, Miss
After the E8. So Katie Camp, who started off the inning, reached on an error. This one slapped to the left side. This will be a tough play. Camp showing off her speed. Throw down to first. They get out of the inning. But 6 runs come across in the frame, as now it's almost out of hand. It is 7-0 in favor of Mountain Home after a 6-run third inning. We head to the bottom of the third. Mountain Home leads 7-0. So still halfway through the first half. Bomber Soccer is now trailing 2-1. I believe they're about to get the second game underway. Over at baseball, so we do have an official score, a score that matters in the positioning in the 5A West. Harrison has defeated Russellville 9-6, so now that drops Russellville to 6-5, and Mountain Home and Greenbrier both a game behind 4th place in the 5A West. So Mountain Home will welcome Alma to Freedom Field next Tuesday for senior night. If you're able to come out, come out. As Charlie Carter will come to the plate, start things off here in the bottom of the third. First pitch from Krabs, swung on and missed, a strike. 0-1. This one's fouled away, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch to Carter. Called, strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Emma Crabb, her 10th on the day. As this will bring up number 2, Mackenzie Jackson. So Jackson will stand in, swings and misses at that one. 0-1. That was pitch number 30 for Emma Crabb. Line in the pitch, and that one hit her. So it is a hit by pitch. And Sophie Schreiber will come to the plate. Flew out to short her first time up. So that puts Jackson over at first base. So again, Bomber baseball did not come up victorious in game number 1 down the road. They're still, I believe, in 4th place, pending the results of a game behind them. Krista Coleus will run over at first base. Krabs ready. One gone here and then lays down the bunt. This will go foul, 0-1. Not a bad idea there. It was just foul. Temperature's finally dipped into the 50s now. It's 59 degrees. Ready, the pitch. It's a good pitch. It was 1-1 though. The next one is a ball 2-1. So 2-1 the count to Sophie Schreiber. This one right in front of the plate. Anderson's going to come in, try to make the play. Lost the handle. Nobody was covering third. Now they cover, but it's going to be an infield. Well, not sure what you'd call. Looked like she would have been safe anyway. Yeah, so it'll be an infield hit. So now runners at first and second with one gone. So Schreiber's on with the infield hit. Just kind of in no man's land. Everyone kind of circled it, but weren't able to get anything in. As this first pitch is a ball, 1-0. That pitch is a strike. 1-1. One and one the count. Next pitch is a strike. 1-2. So here comes the 1-2. Grounded to the right side. Drury throws it over to Arms for one. On to second. Safe. It's first. So they get the out at second, but that's all that they'll get. But now runners at the corners with two gone. So really called a fielder's choice. So Jackson at third, Coleus at first. And the pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. Seven to nothing our score. Here's the 0-1. Over to the right side. Mallory Drury ranging over. This will get out of play. And it's 0-2. So 0-2 the count now. Runners at the corners. Crab's got to reach deep in the bag for this one. The 0-2. High fly ball over to the right side. Drury coming in, makes the catch in right. And Greenbrier leaves the corner stranded. After 3 full innings, we head to the top of the 4th inning. Mountain Home on the high side, 7-0. So Kylie Horn looks at the first pitch, and it's a base hit to left field. So Horn, Emma Crabb, and Anderson due up in this inning. As this one is skied to the left side. Third baseman making the catch. That's the first out of the inning. So Crabb flies out to the third baseman. Lincoln Anderson comes to the plate, 1 for 2, fly out to right and a single. And the pitch over to the right side, second baseman makes the catch. That's the second out of the inning. It was Jackson making the play. Now there's 2 gone.
Next up, number 19, Miss Mallory Drury.
Mallory Drury now steps to the plate. Runner at first base, Lincoln Anderson. Or excuse me, Kylie Horn. Pitch to Drury. Breaking ball up high, 1-0. So here's the 1-0. To the right side, right to Jackson again, makes the play. Good job by her over at second. And it's a 1-2, or excuse me, not a 1-2-3 inning. Lady Bombers leave a runner stranded over at first base. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Still 7-0 our score. Ready to roll here, bottom of the fourth inning. Bombers up 7-0 as this first pitch is fouled away to Shelby Hardy. She flew out to right field her first time up. Bomber baseball up 3-0, top of the first inning. Right down the road, about a quarter or 3/4 of a mile. The 0-1, this one's fouled away, 0-2. I was talking earlier, they've a lot of stuff going on here. They just finished their volleyball gym here at Greenbrier, brand new track, press box. They're just printing money over here, get these new facilities. So it's 0-2 now, as it's 1-2 now. So Emma Crabb at 45 pitches. This will be pitch 46. Coming up here, this one is fouled away. We'll do it again. Let's see if we can't get you a soccer update right now. Of course, Mount Home led 1-0 and then gave up 2 goals in about 3.5 minutes. About 4 minutes to go in the first half. Mountain Home trailing 2-1. Of course, Russellville is currently, they are 9-0-1 conference play as this one's tipped and fouled away. So Russellville has clinched playoff spot over in boys soccer. And I believe Van Buren has as well. Everything else left up for grabs there at soccer, as this one is a ball 2-2. So it's 2-2 now. Next pitch, fouled away again. So it's 2-2 now. Emma Crabb at the half-century mark with this next pitch. Winds and deals. Swung on and missed. Just strikeout. Her second strikeout of the game, 11th strikeout of the day. And there's one gone. As it'll be Carly Hughes will come to the plate.
Down to the plate, number 15 is Carly Hughes.
Carly flew out to third her first time up, as this one is missed, 1-0. Or 0-1, excuse me. One and one the count now. Be Cassie Saunders on deck, Greenbrier catcher. The next pitch to the left side, foul, out of play. One gone here in the fourth. High fly ball into right field. Drury ranging back toward the wall. Makes the catch. That's the second out of the inning. And Cassie Saunders will step to the plate. Grounded out to short her first time up in the second. After her, it'll be Malia Smith on deck. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Next pitch is down low, sitting there for a strike, delayed strike call, as it's now 1-1. Two gone here in the fourth. Mountain Home up 7-0. A pitch fouled away. Now it's 1-2. And the 1-2. High fly ball to the right side. This is Mallory Drury making the catch. And we've played 4 full. We will head to the top of the 5th inning. Mountain Home leading 7-0. This is Lady Bomber Softball on the Bomber Sports Network. Now here's this from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Mountain Home Education Foundation Director Jennifer Crawford speaks about how you can honor an individual Hall of Honor recipient.
Wings magazine comes out in the fall. It comes out right before homecoming and features our honorees. And within that magazine, there is an envelope sewn in there in the middle. So you can actually take that out and you can send a gift to the foundation in honor of those folks, and we will send them a recognition, let them know. And it feels really good to those honorees.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School students in the East program keep their community connected. Here's member Audrey Yunt with more about Bomber Sports Network.
If you have an interest in live streaming, sports, or just want to try something new, BSN's a really great opportunity for that. It really puts you into the action.
For everybody who's not able to attend the games, it's really nice to be able to watch live or after the fact to stay connected to what's happening at the games.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School's Navy Junior ROTC advisor, Chief Williams, speaks about Navy Junior ROTC.
Navy Junior ROTC is a citizenship development program where we help teach high schoolers personal responsibility, self-discipline, how to be a good custodian to the community that they're part of, how to give back to the community. And we do it based on military training, but it's not a recruitment tool for the military.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School's FBLA member, Lily Foster, speaks on how FBLA is about more than just business.
My big thing is that I wish it was more emphasized that FBLA isn't just business related. There's just so
Back to work here in the 5th inning to Dalen Harper. This one's grounded to the left side. Good play over at short, throw over to first, and that's the first out of the inning. So Dalen Harper is retired. So she is 2 for 3 now. So Brooklyn Arms will come to the plate. Good play at short by Schreiber to get the first out of the inning. So one gone here in the 5th. Next pitch up high, 1-0. Sun starting to set here in Greenbrier. The next pitch is a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. And it's a ball, 2-1. This one over to the right side will go foul. As that is strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. So Carly Drury will come to the plate now. As this one is grounded to second, and Drury's safe over at first base. So that's her 3rd single of the game. She is 3 for 3. So now there's a runner on first with 2 gone. Two gone here in the inning. Olivia Crabb will stand in here in the 5th. AL1. This one is a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. That is a strike, 1-2. So a 1-2 now. Drury at first. This one set into the left field, a bloop hit. So back-to-back hits for the Lady Bombers. And there's runners at first and second with 2 gone. Katie Camp will come to the plate now. Reached on an error her 2nd time up. So there's 2 gone in the inning. 10th hit for the Lady Bombers. This one's down the line, foul. 0-1. So it's 0-1 now. Crabb at first, Drury at second. Pitch to Camp. That is a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 to Camp. As this one's down low, everyone will stay put. And it's 1-2. Good job by Saunders to block that one. Here comes the 1-2 from Carter. This one is skied into right field, a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Drury. She will score. So 3 consecutive hits have added another run for Mountain Home as Drury is in to score. Camp has a double, and that'll bring up Kylie Horn, who is 3 for 3 with a triple. Kylie Horn, Lady Bomber Jr. 2 gone. 3 for 3 is Horn. This one's grounded to the left side. It'll get through into left field, a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Katie Camp. She slides in safely, and it's a 2-run double for Kylie Horn. So Emma Crabb will come to the plate now after the 2-run double from Kylie Horn. So we will have a runner over at second. I don't even know who that is. That is number 14, according to her hoodie. That is Jordan Massey. Yeah, it's Jordan. Yep, that's Jordan Massey. Earning at second. Actually, no, that's Jordan Massey. That's a pinch runner, because you only get a courtesy runner for the pitcher or the catcher. So it is a pinch runner. So even though she is the DP, they don't have to worry about re-entering her, as that's a strike. 0-1 to Emma Crabb. Hurry runs across here in the 5th. Lady Bombers looking for more. This one's slapped to the right side. This one's off her glove at second. Now Lady Bombers will have runners at the corners with 2 gone. So it's another error in the inning. As the second error in the inning. As Crabb is safe at first, and Massey advances to third base. And Lakin Anderson will come to the plate. And the pitch is down low for a ball. Advancing to second is Anderson. The 1-0 pitch up high, 2-0. To Lakin Anderson. Wind starting to die down slightly. Still blowing in with a light breeze over toward home plate. A 2-0. This one is up high, 3-0. I don't think Lakin's going to take the bat off her shoulder here. I'd be very surprised if she did. Lady Bombers looking for the sweep this afternoon. The 3-0 stares at a strike. 3-1. Three and 1 the count, the pitch. This one is skied to the right side. First baseman didn't get a good read on it, and it drops foul, and the count's full. Coach Shelby Henry over at first base had to duck out of the way. Even if she wasn't there, I don't think she would have got to it, but so the count's full now. Lakin Anderson, the pitch. Into right field. This will get down for a base hit. Massey will score. Stopping at third base. And Lady Bombers have added another run. So second hit of the ball game for Lakin Anderson as Mallory Drury will come to the plate. 4 runs across here in the 5th inning. Now we have the potential in the bottom half of the inning for this game to be over, as this first pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Lady Bombers maintain a 10-run lead at the completion of the 5th inning. This ball game will be over prematurely. So it's 1-0 to Drury. The pitch. This one popped up. Way in the air above shortstop. Makes the catch. And the Lady Bombers are out of the inning, but not before 4 runs come across. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. Lady Bombers looking to finish this one off here on the Bomber Sports Network. Here's this from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Mountain Home High School students in the East program keep their community connected. Here's member Audrey Yunt with more about Bomber Sports Network.
If you have interest in live streaming, sports, or just want to try something new, BSN's a really great opportunity for that. It really puts you into the action.
For everybody who's not able to attend the games, it's really nice to be able to watch live or after the fact to stay connected to what's happening at the games.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School's Navy Junior ROTC advisor, Chief Williams, speaks about Navy Junior ROTC.
Navy Junior ROTC is a citizenship development program where we help teach high schoolers personal responsibility, self-discipline, how to be a good custodian to the community that they're part of, how to give back to the community. And we do it based on military training, but it's not a recruitment tool for the military.
KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot is proud of all our Bombers. Mountain Home High School's FBLA member, Lily Foster, speaks on how FBLA is about more than just business.
My big thing is that I wish it was more emphasized that FBLA isn't just business related. There's just so many different things that you can test or present over, and there's different opportunities.
So here we are, bottom of the 5th inning. If the Lady Bombers can get 3 outs before 2 runs come across, this ball game will be over. So Crab back to work. First pitch of the 5th inning over into right center field. Katie Camp comes over, makes a great catch over in center field, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch and 1 out here in the 5th.
Next up, number 18, Charlie Carter.
Greenbrier with only 2 hits in this one. Winding the pitch. High fly ball over to the left side. Brooklyn has this one, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 pitches and 2 outs in the 5th. And now Greenbrier is down to its last out. And Krista Coleus, the Lady Panther last hope. So Crab ready to go. And the pitch outside for a ball. 1-0. That was only her 62nd pitch of the game. That one's missed. 1-1. Good pitch by Crab. A little movement on that. If we get that far, Sophie Schreiber is on deck for Greenbrier. And the pitch. That's outside. 2-1. Outfield straight up. Middle infield playing at the cut of the grass. And the pitch. High fly ball to the left side. This one will do it. And the Lady Bombers have come to Greenbrier and swept both games of the doubleheader here in Greenbrier. So now they move to 6-6 on the season. They will head to a senior night matchup against Alma with the potential to move to 4th place or better in the 5A West. So our final line score, Lady Bombers win this one 11-0 on 11 hits. Greenbrier finishes with 3 errors, 2 hits, and they did not score a run in the second game. The first game, Lady Bombers won 12-1. So that's going to do it for our coverage here from Greenbrier. We appreciate you watching here on the Bomber Sports Network. On behalf of Mountain Home Public Schools, this is Dylan Conley signing off and wishing you a good rest of your week, and go Bombers!